Chef Jaysen Euler of Davanti Enoteca is taking buying local to the next level. He's farming local. 2 to 3 times a week, he and fellow chefs from Francesca's restaurant group can be found planting and harvesting produce at KERSHAW Farm in Elgin.
A lot of restaurants these days are buying local, but again, it's just calling, picking up the phone, and you get the product the next day. The relationship that we've developed with the Kershaws is more on a personal level. You know, we communicate with them, you know, on a daily to weekly basis, and we're out here helping out when we can. We see a lot more of the growing process. It's a great learning experience for our chefs to be able to see plants grow from seed to ripe fruit.
The relationship with the 1.5-acre family-owned farm started 3 years ago. Now, Euler gets about 20% of his produce for Davanti Enoteca's 3 local restaurants from the 900 plants the chefs have helped grow here. During peak season, the chefs get between 1,200 and 1,500 pounds of produce per week from Kershaw. This year, the chefs have even played a role in determining which crops were planted.
We really sat down and really talked about what we could grow, what we could help them grow, and what we could use.
So these pepper plants were actually grown from seeds that you brought in from Italy.
Yeah, so a really cool pepper plant. One of my favorites is a Lombardi or a Lombardo pepper. You can see they grow kind of long and narrow. I like the sweetness, but it also has just a little bit of heat to it, so it's great in fresh pastas.
Fresh is the operative word, according to Chef Massimo Salatino, corporate executive chef for Francesca's restaurants, which use Kershaw's produce in 5 of the 20 Chicagoland locations. Salatino says the partnership has improved turnaround time from plant to plate.
It's hard to tell when you buy from a big grocery company or produce company when exactly the produce was picked. It could be a couple days, could be even weeks before it even get to us and then finally on the table. But that's why it's so great when you come out here, you know what you pick in the morning and you know what you're going to serve at night.
Davanti in particular runs a butternut squash and farro salad in the fall. We put that on our menus. There's plenty of squash here for us, so we're going to utilize that as much as possible.
As for the Kershaw family, they're happy to have the extra hands and to share their passion with restaurant customers.
I think as growers, you want your product to get out there so that people can see the difference.
I think it could be a trend to come. I think we're definitely on the forefront of starting the trend and kind of building it. A lot of restaurants right now, you know, have herb gardens or rooftop gardens, but it's on a smaller scale. It's very kind of limited. You know, here we have acres of land that we've got a lot of produce growing, and we can really utilize in multiple locations.